For the flower basket, the first step is to cut and clean 45 pieces of wood. We need to cut these pieces on 45-degree angles so that it is 3 inches from long point to long point. So we're going to take what I fondly recall as a wimpy thumb and our piece of 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch wood. We're going to start on our end, put our wimpy thumb in to help keep our thumb from getting sore. Keep our back saw in the miter box. Make sure it's not leaning to a side. Push down hard, back drag. This creates a track to guide the saw. Now I'm real lightly getting a rhythm going with no down pressure. And I'm slowly going to add down pressure where I'm cutting at a nice, smooth, even rate. Now when I get real close to cutting through, I'm going to back off my down pressure because I don't want to be pushing hard when I go through. If I do, I'm going to chip the bottom of the piece. So I really back off my down pressure so it'll go through cleanly. Okay, there will be a few little burrs and stuff, but we can clean those up. Now my first piece, I want to measure and make sure it is 3 inches. So I'm going to take a tri-square, set the long point to the tri-square at 0, put a mark at 3 inches. Never trust the marks that are already in a miter box. Now I'm going to set it back in. Set my saw just on the outside of that 3-inch mark. Just on the outside, not the inside, the outside. Make sure we're straight up and down. Make sure the saw is in the center of the gap. Again, back drag. Let's see what mark we're at. I'll take a pen and I'll mark it right there. Okay, again, push down, back drag. No down pressure. Get a nice smooth rhythm going. Slowly increase where you're happy. When you're almost through, again, back off on the down pressure. We'll cut our piece. That brings us to the next step, which is using a go, no-go gauge. You can see on here you have 2 different size gaps. This is the smaller, this is the larger. It says if it fits, it's too small. So try your piece. This one is too big, so far we're good. If it would fit in there, that piece is too small, throw it in the big blue garbage. So let's go to our next one. If it doesn't fit, it's too big. This one does fit, so this piece is good. Which brings us to cleaning that piece up. Okay, we're going to take a sanding block, put it nice and flat to that block. We're not going to let it rock or rock this way. Put a little bit of pressure down. Keep it nice and flat. And we'll sand that surface to really clean it up. You can see how it's starting to clean. We don't need to get carried away. But then come to our edges. We don't want to round these, but we want to lightly hit those edges to get any burrs off the edges. So right now we only have some on the bottom. Just lightly hit it on the bottom a couple of times. Doesn't take much. Okay, so it is nice and clean. We need to do the same with the other end. And we need 45 of these pieces. That ends this step.